it ain't us. Because there
What
are
did
some
hold on?
people
What
that
did he
are,
say?
kissing white ass, and we're focusing on the wrong stuff. And I'm sitting
Mhm.
there like, we talk about everything, not just hers. She just comes up right now. It's the flavor of the month. So
Well, okay. So I heard a little bit what he had to say, and
Mhm.
what I'm gonna call it is a relapse for that's what I'm gonna call it because that's what it kind of is. But my thing is this: number one, you know that the black manosphere for a while has been it's in the middle, center right,
Mhm.
at best. That's what it's been.
Mhm.
And a lot of these, and here's the sad part about it: pro black is now being synonymous. I used to push back against this with Lil Big Nate because I'm not gonna lie, it annoys the fuck out of me. He always talk about the leftists, the leftists, the leftists, and I'm like, I don't like
I will
either.
poop in your
What
mouth.
I'm saying,
Man, that's funny.
I don't like either side playing the. There's certain white people that are good and certain white people that are bad. That's where black people got to get out of that because it's like Duke versus UNC. It's like my white
Uh,
folks are better than your white folks. But when he
mhm.
says the leftist, but yeah, no, seriously. But pro gynocracy, formerly known as pro blacks, is synonymous with liberalism. Like
Yeah.
the way the YouTubers are doing it, and we
Yeah.
Yeah.
can make an argument about Dr. Fred Quayle also. That's what I'm gonna do. But as far as like all of them, it is synonymous with that.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I
you
was I
got
was just I was just saying that Inspired One. He sounds a lot like FD Signifier. The way
Yeah,
he's
like a bit. I
making
mean,
excuses. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it's just
not all. It's some.
he
It's
won't directly
some.
say
And it's
you,
not a failure. It's a work in progress. And what?
yeah, like
oh yeah,
let's
I
drop
saw
the
that
genre.
bullshit. You like, yeah, I didn't need to be up there because I
No,
would
no, no. You would have went off. Yeah.
I would
He-
I
He's
I'm
wouldn't
still
still up.
here. I'm still here.
He's still there.
And we
I'm
know.
I
still
wouldn't
here.
have went off. Well, I'm not gonna go off. But what I'm gonna say is like what I said about industry, man, because these arguments like we had SWP had because I when I first came to BGS, I basically was talking the business shit too. And
Mm-hmm.
I believe in capitalism with a small c mainly, but I do believe in
Mm-hmm.
capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is culture, and you're not going to alpha your way through culture, not as a group. Individuals can do that. You'll have your Robert Smiths, your Reginald Lewises, sure, but as a group, because even with those folks, like you were talking about all we need is a strong few, right? Okay, let's say we're starting to get those people like your Robert Smiths, your Reginald Lewis's, and people like that. Because
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the second black dude that's like I think number 2 on the richest African Americans
Well,
list.
he's deceased. Reginald Lewis
No,
is.
not Reginald Lewis. I'm mentioning
Robert
Reginald Lewis,
Johnson,
but it's another
Bob
dude. No,
Johnson.
Robert. No, it's not Bob Johnson. It's another dude. And he looks
Somebody.
kind of
Yeah.
like Reginald Lewis. And by the way, he's with a black woman for all you motherfuckers. But anyway, he's right up there with him, and he's not. He's like 3 or 4 billion, and
Mm-hmm.
Robert Smith is at like 6. And so
Yeah.
this is somebody nobody's talking about, and he's known. This is nobody's. I'm pissed. I'm like anyway. My point is, let's say you get these people. The reality is and I'm sorry, I know people want to act like white supremacy don't exist, but they're not going to let people just run roughshod and just start elevating the community. They threw a bullet across the bow for
Yeah, for
Robert
Robert
Smith
Smith.
when
Yeah.
Yes, they
when
did.
they said, yeah, you can have an accountant error and have a 200 million tax issue, and we can give you the Wesley Snipes treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think because you like that you won't get that. Or that you got to a billion that you let trust it. Like you see what they're doing with Trump now. So being a billionaire, they want to get at you. They've demonstrated they'll roll that dice. So
Yeah.
Robert Smith is still doing what he's doing, but he's kind of dialed it back a little bit.
He dialed it back. Yeah, he
But
did.
the fact that he showed up with Earnings Leisure, it still tells me, he still want to do it, but
Mm-hmm.
he can't be like the face of it.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to have like buffers a little bit, and then do stuff like right now he's doing what he's doing with the trying to elevate the HBCUs internet service because
Mm-hmm.
they internet is shit, which is crazy to me. The fuck y'all doing with the money, but whatever. My
Yeah.
point is
Hey,
this,
real true.
but my point is just because even if you get to that point, it's not going to be as easy to just industrialize all of black society. But we're not even at that point. But the main issue right now is culture. We have a culture problem. We have a culture problem. We have folks that they want something for nothing. They don't want to value black business. They don't even understand how a black business could be of value. They
Mm-hmm.
expect black businesses to cater only to them versus because you talked about selling to anybody that will buy a product. That is how you should do it. And then understand if it's owned by a black person, that could be an asset. Like the black dude that owned Essence. It
Mhm.
could have been an asset to us, but he clearly don't want to do that. Even though you sell it to women, there's ways to put that in. Like take the dude that was Shea Moisture. And he bought Essence. Okay, he's not gonna put black men in there putting up like Manosphere stuff. We get that. But he could elevate like a Shay Sade. He could elevate like a Pink Book Lessons. You know, he could elevate women that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways to insert that in there that it kind of moves. This is what BGS was trying to say about Pearl that nobody wanted to hear. You know, there's ways to insert it to guide it enough. So my point is, the issue that wasn't being talked about is one, industry. Individual businesses are not going to get you there. It has to be industry. So we need guys like Robert Smith, industrialist level guys, and we need to encourage that those motherfuckers don't come out the air. Then what is the black community going to do as a relationship with guys like that? You know, and that's an answer that black people as a group don't have, because they want to be on some gimme shit.
Yeah.
And then what I'm gonna get, but you can get the Christ, the twinkle of Jesus in your eye. And it's like, businessmen don't operate like that. You know, it's a mutually beneficial relationship. And unfortunately, these fucking pro gynocracy people are in the fucking way. So you got to deal with them before you can deal with the other shit. If you don't, your guys like Don Peoples and Robert Smith, all they gonna do is just genetically go into white people anyway, either through their kids or whatever.
Yeah,
And that's what you see that's happening.